in my mind and my body. But there's one thing I say and always need.
This world shall know
Pain is come and dance with me in hell, won't you?
What is up, peeps? It's time for another brand new episode of Chibi No Cop. Welcome. Okay, take two. Welcome to the new episode of 2025 of Chibi No Podcast.
The first episode.
First episode of 2025. You got me, Different Smash fan. Look over there.
Mister.
Wow, that's rude.
Japan.
And Sharking.
And as you can tell, we have a very different format we're trying out. Instead of having the individual comments, we're going to have everyone together here.
I like it.
I like it. I think it's just going to be, I don't know, more homely, more
homely.
Homely.
We were
Homely.
at your home, first of all. So what's the difference?
That is the vibe that we try to...
Yeah, we tried, but now it's going to be better. And we'll have different things now. We have a little table. We'll have different themes. Today we have Pokémon.
like it.
Because we're also, I'm going to talk about some Pokemon stuff as well. Because,
Okay.
yeah, but anyway.
Oh, yeah, we can do that.
Scalpers suck.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Scalpers. So, yeah, so if you, let's change this to Shark King. Tell us what's happening right now. What's currently in the Pokemon, the TCG?
There's been a lot. I mean, new set just came out yesterday at the time of this
Prismatic,
recording.
yep.
Prismatic
Prismatic Evolutions. It's an EV set. EV sets are always very hype. Very popular Pokemon. Hence, a lot of people try to buy it. I think it has to do a lot with the popularity of Pokemon Pocket, the app. There's a lot more people are trying to collect real cards now. And there was short printings right now just because. So a lot of places were only getting like 10 to 15% of their overall orders. So this is the first time where most places just straight up canceled their pre-orders. And because the supply is so low and the demand is so high, what would normally be a $45, $50 set of cards is now going to cost you $150.
Or $300.
See, that's where the
Talking about-
scalper price.
Oh, scalper. Oh, like the stores are selling it.
What?
The stores are selling it for 150.
Yeah,
I didn't know
stores
that.
are selling it for
So
150.
There's
Yeah.
So
that.
it just sucks. I know other people are selling. I mean, it's impossible. If you weren't at a store lined up like 45 minutes beforehand, you didn't get anything.
See, and this is sad because I was expecting you to get like one of your guys to be like, you know what, I got you.
I had
Sharky.
one guy give me one thing. I got a little thing, but in total, I opened under 10 packs.
Really?
I've only opened 9 packs.
Any good cards?
That's sad. That's sad for you because I expect you to
I
have
know,
like.
and I'm not a guy who's gonna resell or anything like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
so
You're a man of heart. You're a man of
what I do.
pure virtue
any
when it
good
comes to
cards?
Pokemon cards.
No, that's the other sad part. So the pull rates are low, and they're super expensive right now. So, I don't know. It's even sucks because there's people like even on like Facebook pages and online forums and Reddit pages. There's people I know that I've seen that they run into the people that like stock Walmart, Target, etc.
They target them.
And they're just following them around and they're just buying everything. and selling out.
Dude.
A lot of
it's just like-
influencers too. I'm thinking like they're.
I do
one of the
get
cards.
it. Like to a certain point, like it's fine. You have to make a quick buck, but they're just it's killing
horrible.
the hobby.
Yeah, it is.
The saddest thing is I saw like on I can't remember which social media. It might have been Instagram. It might have been Facebook. I was just scrolling. How it gives you ads.
Yeah.
It brought up Pokemon, the new expansion, Prismatic Evolution, and literally I scrolled for like 5 minutes and all I saw was F scalpers. You guys need to print more. This sucks. Like, it was
Lots of
literally
complaints.
nothing but complaints.
Didn't they like issue like a formal statement regarding that too?
3 days before the set even came out, Pokemon, the company, released a statement saying, "We're sorry. We know that you're probably not. We know you're probably not going to get any."
Sorry.
Yeah, and the thing that makes me bums me out is a lot of the specialty, like the actual collector stores. I mean, Walmart and Target and like bigger stores like that, like they have to sell things at MSRP.
Yeah, of course.
$45 to $50, but specialty stores that are especially like local ones that you think they're more about the community, they're more about the hobby and stuff like that. they were actually did go with upcharging.
They upcharge.
Which pissed me off.
The nerd store.
I'm done with I'm refusing to buy from the nerd store. The nerd store is selling for they were the only place that didn't sell out within a couple hours, but they were selling closer to market value. I think last time I checked the ETB, which is the small boxes, which is about 9 packs.
Yeah,
they're going for $120.
Yeah, but the original price was $65.
$120.
Yeah,
And I think it was
That's
initially
ridiculous,
I think
man.
They upped it because when I checked, it was $110. So
I bet
it
you know
kinda
what?
sucks.
I probably did too.
And so they
Hester's
had some.
games.
I mean, this is the next day. I mean, it released yesterday, the day of this recording. But
Right.
This is Saturday when we're recording this, so it released yesterday. They still had some till about like 2:00 this afternoon. So the sad part is somebody went out there and paid for it. They basically paid double what it's worth.
yeah.
yeah, they're assholes.
So
And-
that part sucks. I know that there was a couple places that were like they were like, you know what, like because they were afraid of scalpers. There's a couple other places that they only did like a limited run. They're like, we're only going to sell this much at MSRP, and after that we're shifting up to market value, which is double, 3 times what everything's worth right now.
Shiz.
So there's like sticker packs. It's literally just 3 packs and 1 promo, and it's got 2 stickers.
That's about it.
And I think normally it runs like $12, like $12, $13.
Uh-huh.
Because you're paying basically for 3 packs.
Yeah.
And it's reselling, like right now, if you go to Facebook Marketplace, it's selling for like $35.
Holy cow.
Did you
Which
see
is
the
crazy. You're
Costco
paying-
thing?
Oh,
the Costco
that
thing as well, there's
blooming-
people fighting over it. They're putting limits on it. Most places also place limits on what you were able to buy, which they thought was kind of want to help. I want to give a huge shout out to the local store, Kayfabe, in South Jordan, Riverton. I'm bad about the directions. They did the super smart thing, and like I think that they gave the perfect solution to countering scalpers. They limited 1 item per person, so you can't go in there, and they are selling it at MSRP, but they have to unwrap it for you. So if you want it packaged still in the original wrapping, they will charge you market price. Like, yeah, you can come buy it from here, but we're going to charge you the $150 that it's going on for market value. You just want to rip it open for your kid like you say you want to, that's fine. It's going to be the $45, but we're going to unseal it for you.
That's awesome. Yeah,
So-
fuck those guys.
I mean, well, okay. Here's what would there be a compromise to be like? Because I opened them at the store.
Yeah,
I've done that
yeah,
before.
yeah.
Like, would they be okay? Like, can I open it here instead of you opening it for me? Like, I'll be right here. You can see.
Oh,
you can,
that they
That
would be
depends
fine
on the
with.
store,
But yeah,
though.
that's as long as they.
yeah, I was gonna say if you want to hover over me, like,
Are you
okay,
actually
sure.
opening? Yeah.
So-
So that's what I thought was nice because I'm like they actually tried to get it.
Yeah,
into
but
the
I like
hands
that.
of
I like that
people
idea.
who
That's
are
actually
trying
pretty
to
cool.
Collect, and if you want to, I get it. Like I can't lie to you and be like, ooh, I thought of it. I'm like, hey, do I mind overpaying a little bit to actually be able to open some? But at the end of the day, I'm not going to pay 3 times as much.
No,
as this
yeah,
for it.
that's
And
ridiculous.
And even if I was going to pay this much, at that point, I'd rather just buy the singles that I want instead of.
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense.
But I do admit the most fun I have is when we get together and are able to like in a group pull and rip open a whole bunch of packs like we've done for these couple of sets that we have
Yeah.
facing here. Unfortunately, just because of the way the hobby's going,
It's gonna take a
and
while. The price is gonna go. Really
the way stuff is right now, it doesn't seem like that's gonna happen. We don't know when we're gonna get more prismatic evolutions. Like I said, most people got their stuff, and it's gonna be a while before it comes back in stock.
So I got to
The
start to
biggest
sell.
part that's annoying too is I know Diego was super excited about this set. I was medium excited. I'm always excited for new. I'm never gonna be like, oh, I'm not excited. I was excited. I'm always excited.
yeah.
But I'm even more excited for the next. They have that meme. Basically, it's from what's that show called? Person of Interest. You know, the people with the guns. They're
Yeah, yeah.
like in a church, and then finally there's like, oh, there's a guy behind that guy, and then there's a girl behind that guy, and then finally there's like a huge sniper in the back. So basically, they said, oh, this was Prismatic Evolutions, or this is the first guy. And then the next set is Journey Together, where they're reintroducing trainer Pokemon.
Oh, yeah, that one's cool.
So
Yeah,
they're
I remember that, yeah.
Ends,
Oh, then the
Reshiram,
sniper is...
And then the sniper is we're going to get a Team Rocket set at the end of the year.
That's
Yeah,
gonna
I remember
That's
that.
gonna be a while.
And that's going to be crazy.
I can't. Oh my god.
That's going to be crazy. Like, this is already crazy. I can't. They're bringing back Team Rocket. Like, and they already confirmed that probably the chase card is going to be Team Rocket's Mewtwo. That's going to be wild.
Which is
So
sad.
I'm already sad. And pre-orders for the next set, Journey Together in English,
I'm wild too.
already sold out.
Yeah.
And they sold out before this set even went on sale. They sold out on like Wednesday, which is wild to me
Yeah.
because people are using bots, people are doing all these other things.
People
and
are
it just,
paying for buds.
It just sucks, dude. And I think they started. There were people actually posting this like you should actually have to take a test before you're able to buy Pokemon.
I think that's a smart thing to do.
You know, you should
Have a
do?
circle. What Pokemon is this?
No,
It's
so-
Voltorb.
Interesting enough, like
It's Voltorb. Actually, it's Jigglypuff from the top view.
so interesting enough, in Japan they did that for a bit. In order to actually buy a set, they actually test you, or they actually have to check your age as well too, just to make sure and counter.
Remember when
affect all of that.
Paul's friend got us the cards?
Yeah.
Or no, Anna got us the
Yeah.
cards, but she could only the reason why she was able to do it because she had Tenma. If it was just her, she
Yeah,
wouldn't
I remember
have the
that.
cards. So that's you know what they should do with some companies, like I think like Crave or something. If you want to buy more than one box, you should, and this is scummy, but this would kind of deter people from doing it. Is you sign up for a membership for them so you can get them, you know, like an exclusive membership in order to get more than one box.
So
it's like, it's $20 for the whole year, but you have to pay it after the first time you buy. That way, at least it gets bots can't buy more and
So-
pre-order shit. You have to pay for that, and then that's how it goes. And then on top of that, you can only get so much. Like, you can only get 2 boxes or 3 boxes.
See,
whatever.
interesting you mentioned that.
That I mean, it gets there is a paywall for it, which sucks.
Well, here's the thing.
But I
So-
mean, if you're a constant person that goes there and you're putting way more money than you had, then it's worth it.
It's not a bad idea for like local places to try
Well,
doing that, but I don't know if that would necessarily.
There is a
work.
local place that actually did that. I actually went looking because I was like, maybe I should like go into some Pokemon cards. There's
If you didn't get it, if you weren't.
So here's the thing. I actually went to a couple of stores to look about. I'm trying to get a reservation. Most places don't take it. There is one particular store that shall remain nameless that has a different chain here in Utah. I went to one location. They say, yeah, we won't take reservations. You have to be here the day of. You're gonna need to line up, and if you're here early, hey, you're able to get it. Okay, I might actually do that. I went to the same store in a different location and asked them about the whole thing. Like, no, it's sold out. What do you mean sold out? Oh, we actually gave priority to our members, to the people that are actually, to our casuals, to actually buy them. Even though this other other location did not take any reservations, this location did, and basically sold all their ETBs to people that are their casuals, their usuals. Which is kind of, I guess it works for them, but at the same time kind of sucky for me.
Well, I mean, the thing is, it should be for those
You filthy casuals. That's what they're trying to tell you. Don't be a filthy casual. Be a regular.
Well, I'm okay with you.
Be
being
like Shark
casual
King.
because I mean, if they're aiming for the people who play the card game and they do that, then they should get priority. Then if you're just a collector, you should be a little bit below that, but like they know that you're not really here to
that
sell.
would make sense, but
But then they're like, oh,
this
what if
set
you're a
is special
scalper?
set? So
It's a
it's not
special set.
it's not built. It's built for collecting. It's not built for.
Okay, then
Try to
there
play.
should be a limit for that. Then there should be a thing, because then if you're a scalper and they know, oh, this guy's just here to make money or to flip everything, I don't want to sell.
I like the
Or
solution.
I'm gonna
that he
charge you
mentioned.
a fucking ton.
You have to open
Open
up.
the box, yeah.
Open the
Either
box.
unseal it. So
What's
that
in
you
the
can't
box?
Resell it, so you can't resell, or open it there.
Yeah, I think that's the best solution.
That makes sense.
Which I'm totally fine with.
And again,
Now-
and if you want to do that, they charge you the market price.
yeah.
Yeah,
So you have options. You just have to pay for it.
You can.
I would
yeah.
love to do that. Like, okay, it'll be $50, but I have to open it. I have to open it. No. Okay, then $150.
Because now for the foreseeable future, I don't know when will be the next time I'll be able to sit down and like open up
the new sets.
like an actual
Yeah,
decent amount.
the
well,
ATVs
is it because
are
they
going
had
high.
they were low printing?
Well,
That's
not to
what was going
mention
on,
that,
or
There
is
were some
but like,
distribution problems, and there was some stuff.
But-
There's some problems on Pokemon side. Like they did. It's not that they didn't print enough, but they weren't expecting this high of demand this soon. They had a hard problem with like distributing.
I see. I don't understand that. Like, there always seems to be okay. Let's just go with Nintendo in general.
here we go
Okay,
again.
Nintendo in general, they purposely make it not enough because they want people to like value what they're selling. The Switch.
could.
This happened with the Wii, right? The Wii. They're like,
the Wii
we're only
was
giving
ridiculous.
They were like, in GameStop, we'd only give you 5 Wiis, and it's gonna come this day. Well, you know dang well they can make much more, but like, no, we're gonna give you 5 in this week. Next week, we'll maybe give you 3. Like, they were being stingy with it just because they want
You guys even
people
like the
to be.
Wii?
I like the Wii, but not enough to wait. Like, someone
Wii
waited
was
3
really
days.
fun.
you got your dad
But
to
the-
get.
No,
that's
I-
GameCube.
I-
I was
okay.
thinking the Wii U was the one that did really bad, right?
Yeah, the Wii was
Wii U
really
was-
bad.
okay.
But
The
we,
Wii-
I actually have a Wii.
The Wii, we had a Wii U as well. But the Wii, my brother and I, we called the Walmart at where the Buffalo Wild Wings is up there on the east side.
Or Union.
Yeah, I always forget
Like, what are you
Union.
talking about?
and they like, yeah, we have it, but you have to come. There's only like 3 boxes, and me and my brother got in his car, hauled ass, bought it, and we had it.
Yeah, but there are some people. I remember at GameStop, I had a friend of mine. He waited, and it snowed. He waited there 3 days just to get a Wii. And I'm like,
He would come back every day.
no, he wouldn't. No, he would stay there. We would bring him water. We bring him blankets.
Oh, okay.
The night before GameStop was going to open to have the Wii's available, it snowed, and he didn't have any camping gear. Like we brought him. Like I brought him one of his what's it called? Like it's something that couldn't get wet, a blanket, and so he put it above his regular blanket, and somehow he survived that night and he got his Wii. But I was like, Nintendo, you suck.
Was that worth it?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I've never asked him about it, but
It's a
now.
cool story to tell when you're, as you get
Well,
older.
not to mention it's back in the old days, though.
That was 20 years ago.
no. But my thing is
Think about
now
this
look at this.
now.
Look at Nintendo Switch. Going back to Nintendo, they don't make enough. They make only a small amount, knowing dang well they can make more, and not for special edition Nintendo Switch. This was just regular Nintendo Switches.
Well,
Like that's what they do. And so Pokemon doing this, like when they're like, oh, we didn't expect it. I'm like,
do
bull
know-
crap.
but
I do
gotta
know it
say,
has to do with the
new Pokemon training game, the game, Training Camp Pocket. I
Yeah,
think that
but again,
actually got a
they
lot of
should have
people
known
interest.
that. But again,
Not necessarily.
How? How you mean not necessarily?
they don't know how much that's going to affect. I'm
Exactly.
sure they were anticipating a higher amount of sales, but I
Yeah.
don't know this much or how much.
They were
There's-
surprised by the amount of
And I
people
know
that
there's a
download
lot
the
of
game.
people like there's people that know Pokemon cards and now know that's like, hey, like this could be a hobby that I can now make some money off of.
And scalpers know it. And
There's
that's what they take
project-
advantage of.
And then there's people who literally just know this makes money.
Yeah.
But there's projections that there were projections even cards before they came up with the new ones. There was an upsell in Pokemon
But
cards.
it wasn't as high as it was
There was
now.
no, but the thing is, it was trending up. The thing is that
Sure.
you have projection. We see trending up. If cards that aren't that big right now are starting to trend up, then if you know basic like marketing and anything, like you know that the new stuff is going to be a lot higher. And there's
depends-
I don't
and
know.
Pokemon cards, there's ebbs and flows.
Yeah, there's ebbs and flows,
There
yeah.
really is it's legitimately a market. That's
Yeah, it is.
There's times where like it's super good time to get into Pokemon, and then there's right now is a really bad time.
It's
if
a
you
bad
want to
time.
start collecting,
Yeah.
this is one of the worst times. I've actually personally the worst time I've.
And
seen.
it sucks because it's one of the best times, like best cards, like that
Some
they're
of the
coming
cooler
out
cards
with.
are coming, especially the Team Rocket set. I cannot. I
Yeah,
can't wait
like-
for that set. But I do know one more thing about it. There is some stuff going on with like distribution now with Pokemon, specifically with Pokemon cards. So there's why there's been places that were mad. Like there's been like actual brick and mortar stores that are complaining like I had this store for decades, and some guy off TikTok or like there's just random people who
Primarily influencers.
in a garage have a box full of like
You see that picture of the guy with the
yeah,
ball?
there's
those
guys that
three
have like
boxes?
100 like
No, he has a pallet.
he's got pallets of stuff. He's like, and I've been doing this for forever. I actually have a brick and mortar store, and
I'm
I've got,
losing
like-
money. Yeah,
I have nothing.
I've got I got a quarter of what this guy has, and I actually have like clientele, and I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that
be
guy was just
selling-
being a fuck.
I'm gonna be selling at regular price, and this dude's gonna be selling at market
3,
price.
4. No, probably
3-4
more.
times,
Yeah.
But I guess the problem is with distribution, wherever people who are getting the product wholesale, the distributors that come with that, they give priority to the people who move the lesser products.
Mm-hmm.
So the big stuff that always sells are ETBs, regular booster packs, and booster bundles. But things that don't sell are like the starter
Stickers.
decks. There's just less common.
Yeah, it makes
stuff.
sense.
So if you buy the less common stuff or the less common sets, the people who bought a lot of those less popular sets were the ones that got bigger groups of this nice set. Basically, they said, you took a hit for me as a distributor. You took the stuff that I know wasn't going to sell as good, so now I'm going to give you the stuff I know is going to sell as good. Like, which is tough. So basically, they're paying you for taking the loss earlier by repaying you now by giving you the good stuff.
I
that they
guess
know
you
is
reap
gonna
what you
sell.
sow, but still, like,
But then
it's not.
Then it gets harder. As a business, I get it. If you're gonna be selling, you might as well sell it at market value. But I don't want to do business with somebody who's selling me 3 times something that's triple what it's actually worth.
Yeah.
And the sad thing, people actually
Because
spend
I know
money
that
on
they're
them.
still getting it cheaper for that. It's different from a scalper who's like, okay, yeah, I paid the $45-$50, and I'm selling it for $100
or 300 or whatever. Yeah.
whatever you want. But I know you're getting it for cheaper for than that.
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
like I have a friend who works at Best Buy, and if he were to buy it with his discount, it was $30.
Was that the guy that you were supposed to get?
Yeah, and he was supposed to, but he couldn't because everyone when he was telling me when they were having their meeting the week of, he's like, no one at work can hold
Buy any.
I'd be like,
buy
son of
any. I was like, really? He's like, yeah. He's like, what about the GPUs? He's like, I can get 2. I was like, bitch.
oh my
He's
god.
gonna hold on to one if I can get it. So if he can give me a GPU, then I'm
No,
good.
but I'm gonna mention something kind of interesting. I kind of mentioned back and forth here and there in past episodes. Dude, scalpers suck. They're taking advantage of everything. Sneakers, concert tickets, Nintendo special edition Switch cases, Pokemon cards, and they know it, and they keep doing that, and it's annoying that there's not a particular solution.
Well,
for issues like that.
here's the thing: is there's a lot of places, and this will be my last thing. There's a lot of places that won't. There are safety measures to stop bots, but they're not going to do it.
No, because it makes them money.
Yeah, it makes them money, and they're like, dude, and they don't really care about us. They're just like, well, I'm selling this stuff. I sold out. They're like, I sold it, so
I know. I made my money.
yeah, I made my money.
Well, what's funny is it's not about how much they make. It's because you're still gonna get.
It's supposed to be a message.
No, it's still selling out. It's gonna
wanna
sell no
play
matter
game.
what. It's the time that's been like I think the upward trend that companies like to see. Oh, do you see how we sold out tickets to this movie in this amount of time? In
Look,
under
getting
two.
the PlayStation 5 initially, dude.
But yeah,
when
when you see that number, like, oh, we sold out all the PS5 Pros in under 2 minutes, like that kind of a thing, that makes a company be like, oh, that's cool. We should do that again. So they don't care. I don't think they care about making the money as much as selling out in a certain amount of time because they know they'll make their money off of it.
They did make their money off of it. Like the
that's
bot
right.
buys
They
it for them with their
they
money.
know, but they like the time. We're like, oh, we sold out of the prismatics in how long? In 30 seconds? Wow, they don't give enough of a damn about the bots. They just care about, oh, we sold it out in this amount of time, 30 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes. Like,
so in a way, you should be thankful for the scalpers.
I don't want
because they're able to
no,
buy
I
everything
just-
right away.
I just don't like that they're viewing it in a time manner instead of a
Because
value.
they don't see what exactly goes
They
on.
don't
They
care
see
enough
like,
to
hey,
see.
people buy my product. That's about it.
I think. Well, I mean, I don't know. I really hope this is like the one thing I'm hoping doesn't get ruined by scalpers because I think we've talked about this. I don't buy like fancy. I don't collect sneakers anymore. I don't do Funko Pops anymore because that was like. What
You
the
have to
heck?
have a
Like,
room
they
full
used
of
to
them
be fun.
anyway.
I know, I do, but I'm like, it used to be fun. I'm like, okay, it's cheap. It's like it's a $5 thing. Like, I don't mind collecting these because they're cheap. They're fun. It's a
It was just for
novelty
fun.
thing. Yeah, and then all of a sudden I'm like $200 for a Funko Pop. I'm like,
Screw that.
why?
Dude, and they still make
It's special
money with
edition
that.
sold
Well,
at
they still do
Comic Con
Well, it's
for the first 20 people that got in line. Like,
That's why you should open your amiibos.
no, my amiibos will be not open forever.
I have a bunch.
I like them like that.
No, it's fine.
I like them just not open. They're nice.
Sure.
It's fine. But you know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those things. Like, like it's getting.
No, it's becoming a
I
problem.
have my
I do.
Overwatch Funkos.
I actually have to mention this too. So this is a random basketball thing. There was my favorite player. He plays for the Spurs. Victor Wembanyama. He actually did a jersey exchange with a kid at one of the games in New York. So he actually took there's literally like maybe 2-year-old kid. He swapped jerseys with them, took a picture with them inside of court at the end of the game.
You had a Greg
He signed
Ostersack
it.
one, right?
No, he did not. He signed his jersey. He signed the kid's jersey. Took pictures with the kids. Super cool thing. The family was holding up a poster
Yeah.
close to the bottom. He came. He talked to them. Hung out with them. Super cool deal. It's been less than a month, and the family post. Well, they obviously not the 2-year-old, but the family posted the jersey for sale with the
Fuck.
picture and the artifact and the
That's so
like at 10,000,
stupid.
and the player saw it, and he literally just put like crying emojis. He's like, really, like.
That sucks.
He put that Michael Jordan, and I took that personally.
I don't. It just sucks. It's just
Yeah,
like, it's one of those
it's-
things. Like, I mean, and there's people like, well, I hope this family was like really bad for cash. I'm like, because that's really messed up. Like, that's pretty.
If it was like if they were to put their whole statement like, hey, we don't have money, we have to pay for something. Let's say God forbid something bad happens.
Yeah,
to a kid.
you know,
Baby had
Then
cancer or something. I don't know. Like,
yeah, like I don't want to speculate
that
bad
out
things,
in the-
but if it was like in this position, something like that,
I'm not saying that they what I wanted, but it's if the reason was a valid
like,
reason.
that would be valid. Like, be like, hey, you know what? Like, it's just we need to take. We'd rather have our 2-year-old son eat or be healthy than have this jersey, which
Yeah.
is awesome. But
And it'd be cool. What if he's like, you know what? Keep the jersey. Here's 10 G's.
yeah.
That would have been like, oh, he's a
Something like
fucking
that.
goat.
But
Anyway.
I don't know. Even it's ruining everything.
Especially
Yeah.
the fights, the Costco fights. I've been seeing a lot of
Oh, that's so
compilations.
stupid. And
Yeah,
the
we're
thing-
not.
The thing with that is there's limits on that. Like Costco's already learned. They used to have like you could only buy 10, and now they limited it to 2.
Too.
Yeah, see,
And people are still fighting over like you could only get 2.
I want to.
There's no point. There's even been videos even for like I saw for Pokemon cards.
The blooming weather.
There's been like adults literally knocking kids over. Like ripping it out of their hand. Like there's no
So bad.
it's fine.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're not strong enough. I'll get my Pokemon card. I need them more.
No, that's messed up.
Hey,
though.
well,
Especially for the kids.
And we can, yeah, we.
I
I mean,
think that's what I
kids
think
are
about.
hard,
Like, yeah.
I mean, we can talk
I would
about.
never like I love I'm not fighting some kid to get Pokemon cards.
Yeah,
I'm not
then-
ripping it out of a kid's hand.
Yeah. Unless it's for
Well,
the.
I'm
You
not
broke
ripping
it.
it out. No, I'm not ripping.
Everyone
cards
has
out
a
of kids' hands.
price.
I want that
No.
too.
The Team Rocket Mewtwo guaranteed. You're in my class. I'll give you other Pokemon cards. You want?
I'll trade.
No,
I'll trade you for this baby carrot.
no.
Let's see how it happens, though.
Well,
Hopefully, we
yeah,
get new
we'll see.
cards.
Hopefully they somehow find a way to fix things. But
Moving on to another thing about Pokemon, I just wanted to give a quick update. We are still in our Radical Red Nuzlocke. It's down to the final 2. Unfortunately, we had Mr. He did not make it past.
I gave up.
Exactly, you didn't make it past.
no one on stream was able to detect this.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dang it, now I forgot who you fought.
Ironically, both of our friends here lost too. I just noticed it too the other day. They both lost to Johto gym leaders. He lost to Bugsy. He lost to Morty.
Oh yeah. Okay. Granted. Okay. Morty.
So if
Morty. Okay.
If the pattern continues, someone's gonna lose to another.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be to someone's gonna lose to
Chuck.
what's her name?
No.
Chuck.
Yeah. Chuck.
Jasmine.
Oh fudge. Okay. So to give a quick update, so it's now just me and Sparky, and I can
Or you're stressed.
do it because
Next
that
part,
entire
fine.
thing was
I said
so we
I said
went
that.
we went through we went through what's it called Silpco, not Silpco.
Yeah.
Before the casino. The casino.
The casino and then the Pokemon Tower.
So the casino, we went through Giovanni. So I went through Giovanni,
I saw that fight.
and oh my gosh, that was so. I thought I died. I was like, I'm dead. I lost 4 Pokemon. Just boom, 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 boom.
But who was your savior?
My savior was
I
Aerodactyl,
knew it,
Mega
yes.
Aerodactyl.
The fastest Pokemon.
Destroyed everyone. Destroyed everyone. I was like, thank goodness, because I was so stressed. And Nico, I think he got through without losing one. Did he lose 2? He lost. I don't think he lost.
I think he lost 1 or 2.
Yeah, he lost 1 or 2. So we got done with that. Right now, we just barely got we got to Lavender Town. We all beat Marowak. We didn't lose anyone. I know I didn't lose anyone. I don't think
No, Nico didn't.
Nico didn't. And then now we're at Silpco, and now we're about.
Ironically, the part when I think, well, yeah, the only thing you guys are doing great. I think Nico's getting a little too comfortable.
And it's some
Because this last one's like, oh, the
What
rivals,
happened?
like we have plenty of encounters and token stuff. We'll be fine. I'm like, oh no, dude, like rivals still pretty tough. And I think he lost 2 or 3 there.
I lost 2 as well, and I prepared, and I was like, I think I got him, and he.
You guys both did.
I think, but here's the thing: is as I'm playing, I'm feeling more and more confident in my decisions. Because before, like, if you look at videos, like when we first did the Pokemon, what was it, Fire Red? Like I was like every battle, Javi, what's this? Javi, what's this? Javi, what's this? And in this one, like I will go to Javi. I'm not trying to go to Javi because he's not going to give me the answer now. He tries to try not to, but like I'm like I think I know what I want to do. I'm like should I risk it? And I do it, and it has worked out. I feel like more comfortable in my decisions now.
I mean, you've been playing this for like what? This is your
Yeah,
sixth
but
round?
these people, like the computer, the AI, just
Is smart.
is
There's
super
been a
smart.
lot. I mean, I think it wasn't even Nico. He's like, I think it was the rival, right? He was super
Yeah.
ready. He's like, I'm gonna knock this out in one shot. Oh my god, he switched. He's like, what'd I do?
And that was the thing,
He does mess
because
up completely.
yeah, because that's the only reason I only lost him because I kept switching. I'm like, okay, I need to switch here. They can take a hit. That's fine. Like it was kind of, and then figuring out, okay, this one I know I have to lose a Pokemon because of decisions I made. I'm gonna sack this Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
So it took a lot to realize, like I can't. I mean, I know Shark King can get through, and he knows he can get through with like. I don't think I'll lose one because he plans very well. And he knows all the moves or most of the moves and how they will interact. But like sometimes
His homework.
depends.
though.
Well, it's just
Study.
I've
you have more knowledge. You have more experience with it.
with the
Yeah.
especially particular in Radical Red, yeah.
Yeah, so that's to your advantage, which is good. But I mean, I'm not to that point. But the point was, I got good at switching out and setting up a few things that helped me get to where I am. But now I'm super worried because I'm not confident right now because we're now at the double battle, and this is where I lost last time. When I was just playing by myself, this is where I lost. I completely annihilated Brendan. No, I didn't lose. Sorry, I almost lost here. The second Giovanni fight in Silph Co, that's when I lost. The double battle is super hard because you have Brandon playing with you, and if you haven't played Radical Red, I suggest playing it. If you don't do a Nuzlocke, that's fine. It's still hard, even without a Nuzlocke. I was looking at the Reddit post for Radical Red, and this guy's like, it's like I don't know what to do. Like I can't beat Misty, and he's like, and everyone asked. First thing was like, are you doing Nuzlocke? No, and like I just keep losing. I'm like.
Yeah, it's like you could do it.
You're fine.
You'll figure something out.
But some people are trying to do different things to beat it. Like one of the guys in the Reddit, just to kind of go off topic, he's trying to do a dragon only.
Yeah, there's been a lot of people who do. That's probably been the most popular type of run.
I don't know why they do dragon only because all the dragon Pokemon that I saw, they're super weak in the beginning, and
Yep.
you can't do anything against Misty. This guy he tried like 4 times. I can't beat Misty right now. Like I have all dragon Pokemon, but I can't beat him. Like, well, look at your Pokemon. They can't do anything.
Yeah.
Their base stats is super low compared to hers, and she has fully evolved Pokemon. So it's like,
So, quick question: when it comes to Radical Red, what's the fastest record beating the whole?
I don't know what the fastest record. As far as I know, no one's ever done like a timed.
I don't know if you could do a timed. It's
speed run.
super hard.
It's super hard, and I've even told them they're at the point where I won't be surprised if they lose anymore. Like it's just tough going on from here. When I played for the first time, this is where I lost. This is where I lose. But I wasn't. I mean,
we have a lot.
They didn't have documents back then.
Yeah,
so I was
right,
doing
so now
this
you have
blind,
documentation.
and I didn't have tokens.
And Boricua Senpai got to Marowak without documentation. I mean, you had Shark King who did know some information prior, but again, like I don't think you gave us like any big information. Like when I went against that stupid Rocket Grunt, I didn't know that Growl had Dragon Ray. I was like, I'm screwed.
Yeah.
So it's the documents help, but they also make it more nerve wracking because it's like I know what they can do. Now it's like if I make one mistake,
You know exactly when things can go wrong.
yeah, I make one mistake. I'm like, oh, I'm dead. This run is over. Like I'm at the point where I know if I make one mistake, I'll know when the run's over. I'm like, oh, it's over. I was almost at that point with Giovanni. I was like, oh, the run's over. Like if
I won't lie to you, it looked bad. I was like, ugh.
yeah, I was like,
not get it.
Aerodactyl. I don't know how Aerodactyl like saved me. If it wasn't for Aerodactyl, I would have been gone. I would have tried again, but it would have been tough. So Sunday, I mean, I think there's a point where we do have a lot of Pokemon, but at one point, like it doesn't matter how many Pokemon we have. We don't have the team.
You might not just
to beat them.
I mean, you might not have the team. It's just going to come down to how, like, it might get to a point where there's going to be certain fights where you have to lose to be able to win. Like, you're going to have to wipe and then rebuild the team afterwards to know, like, okay, I know I can do this. Wipe and then kind of like rebuild them. Like, I know that I absolutely need to bring so and so back to win this fight, or I can't make it.
Yeah, so it's going to be an interesting.
And I know that this next Sunday stream is going to be the big double battle and Giovanni battle. After that, it's literally, I call it the boss gauntlet because it's boss after boss after boss after boss. I think it's like 15 bosses back to back. Like, there's nothing to do but do like 15 boss fights, and I think there's maybe like 2 encounters in between all these 15 boss fights. Like, there's literal routes that are just is boss fight, but like, you know, for the most part,
Yeah.
You guys were like, oh, is there anything important? I'm like, don't worry. These guys are like under level, not important trainers. This is gonna be the opposite. It's gonna be like, this guy's that's important. He's important. He's important. She's important. These are all important battles. And and it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna jump up in difficulty.
Yeah,
Which I feel like you were like, what? But yeah, it gets hard. I mean, we looked at the docs for the Elite Four, and My favorite thing was Nico looked at it. He's like, "Well, that's an L." He's like, "I guess I just lose."
I don't know how you did it. I don't know how, because you can't switch any of the Pokemon. You have to take 6 and that's
You
it,
take
right?
6 to beat. You take your team of 6 to fight a team of 20 or what is that?
25.
20 possible.
Well, yeah, it's
It's a possible.
There's
You plan for 60 Pokemon,
Yeah.
and only 30 of them show up.
And who, I can't remember who it was. Was it Agatha? Who has 2 completely different teams.
Agatha and Lorelei have 2 completely different teams.
And so you can't just plan for one of them, because if you do, you're screwed.
I mean, you have to also count your rival as well too. So
Well, your rival's super. Yeah, your rival's cheap, dude. You're
What is he doing in this in the ultimate one?
for as the champion battle, he has like 3 or 4 cover legendaries
Why?
because he's
because
the
that's
rival.
good, yeah. So I'm telling you, like
What about the rival before going to the Elite Four? Is that still bad?
It's still bad.
I thought it was.
From here on out. Most of the bad, like there was a couple times where it's like it. Brock is hard because you don't have a lot of stuff. Misty feels a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Because you've got a more variety, but she's herself is stronger. It jumps up in difficulty when you hit Surge.
Yeah, it did.
It did.
And then it dips back down to Erica, and then it spikes back up again for Morty.
so it seems like you got.
And then just keeps going up.
From here on out, it kind of just it almost.
You lost to somebody who wasn't even the
dude. Okay, let me tell you.
Well, okay.
Going back,
To give Paul some leeway, like there's some stuff that you just didn't understand. Like when he got to Bugsy, first of all, it's raining, but you're not really thinking it's
I
rainy
did not
day. Like
consider any at a particular time. I was like, okay, I was like with Nico at the very beginning, like this seems very simple, but then it's not.
but also to Javi's credit, Javi did tell us it's raining. Fire is less effective.
Well, interesting part about that. Prior to that, I already had my team thinking, like, okay, I'm gonna beat him. 'Cause I already knew, like, and then when he mentioned that, oh crap, I'm like, oh, well, I'll play what I got, and yeah.
See, I would have gone back and chosen a different team then.
Yeah.
I honestly would have done that.
matters.
Yeah, it really matters in this
and
game.
well, like we noticed this with you yesterday or last stream. Who was it? It was the rival battle. we paused, us looking at your team, and it was.
And I forgot
it's a Azumarill,
one.
right?
Azumarill is the
He
only one I
one
forgot.
Pokemon. I'm like, super effective against. Like, what's your counter to this? He's like, oh crap, I forgot to bring one, and that was the.
And
only
that is
reason
when he
lost
killed 2,
Pokemon.
yeah.
That's the only reason he lost Pokemon.
If it wasn't for that, I would have been fine. But
Yeah, don't underestimate Radical Red for sure.
so we'll
It's a
see.
very good game for people if you want to try something harder for Pokemon.
We'll see what happens. So
See what happens.
we'll tune in
Talking
Sunday.
about emulation and Nintendo. Did you guys hear the news that the lawyer?
That they're a bunch of hypocrites. Yeah, they're a bunch of hypocrites. This is what they
A
are.
bunch of hypocrites about this time.
So you know how they put cease and desist on these emulations that they've done for their games?
Okay.
They've come out and said we believe we know that
They're gonna
emulation is
revisit-
legal.
They're gonna revisit that particular.
They're like, this is legal. There's nothing illegal about this. So it contradicts all of what they've done with the emulations prior that they've cease and desisted.
Interesting.
And so
So
which is funny enough because they also like for a lot of the Nintendo emulation that you get for having Nintendo Switch Online membership, they got it from emulations that weren't even theirs. So I don't
That's how
know.
we're not going to get sponsored by Nintendo, but that's
Yeah,
I mean,
they just left the backpedal,
throwing all
man.
the hate that you want, but you guys bring like oozing over news for Nintendo's the Switch 2, like over the past couple of days.
that wasn't me.
No, I wasn't oozing. I was just hoping.
Yeah, I mean,
no,
my friend
I even
Boriko
commented.
Senpai.
I even commented it right after. I said all I wanted to know was if it was going to release on that day. That's all I was curious about because the leakers were saying, "Oh, it's going to release on that day." Cool, and nothing. It was quiet.
With that being said,
It was quiet, and then they're like, "Oh, 7:00. Here you go. Here's Switch 2." I was like, either they're gonna do a shadow drop or they're not dropping it because they want to be petty against the leakers. And then I see 7:00 or 6:00. I'm like, see, I knew it was a shadow drop. That was it. I wasn't.
See,
like,
I knew-
I wasn't like, look at this.
You never
it's so
said
cool.
that.
You never said it was a
Yeah,
shadow
you
drop.
said drop.
You-
I did.
it seems
You
like
never mentioned before that you thought I was going to
you
do
were,
Shadow Drop.
seemed
Oh
like
no,
a
it was
pretty
because I was
invested for a person who
talking
hates this.
to because I was talking to like people about it. So I thought it was with you.
Not
guys.
us. We're not people.
But no, but like, but
I am a
I
hobby.
just wanted to know. I just wanted to know the release date because I'm like cool. I'm a little impressed with the console itself, but there's like nothing. The only thing I want to play on the Switch 2 is just Legends, because that's
Legends?
it. Pokemon Legends.
Oh,
the
Not it.
something like
Okay.
Well, anyway,
Like,
let's talk
I
about
don't
let's
care
talk about
Mario
the Switch
Kart.
too.
You don't care about Mario Kart?
I don't
Dude,
give a damn about
24
Okay, let's yeah,
races?
24 races,
and the
Diego.
new Donkey Kong. They
Nah, that don't care about that.
fucking dick about it.
So okay, so the Switch 2 to go on that they did do a shadow trailer drop on it. The official Nintendo Direct for is going to be in April. I think April 2nd or something like that.
April
April,
2nd.
I think it was
April?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I posted,
stupid.
I posted.
Watching be like,
Yeah, it was.
and it comes out tomorrow. What?
It was out. It was
No, that
after.
would've
No,
been
they would.
no,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
It was
yeah.
after
I think that'd be
the-
funny.
It was after the announced trailer. Like at the very end, it said Nintendo Direct 4/2/2025.
April 2.
Yeah,
April
4/2
2nd,
2020.
That's April 2nd. Yeah. I don't know. It's
That's
too
a
long.
long time.
Well,
okay.
There's two things that people were talked about. This is why they did it. The reason why they released the announcement for the Switch 2 was because
You got leaked.
they're not just the leakers, but they're the people who back them, like the what's the word called? People who give them money.
Shareholders?
Shareholders were like, how come you haven't announced anything for the Switch 2 for like the past Nintendo Directs? How many? And so they were backing out with a lot of stuff, so they kind of had to be pushed to show something that it exists.
But I don't think they were ready though.
But that's why everything was CG. That's why there was like not like their normal trailers where like you see that one chick who was sitting in her house
playing
in
in the airport.
Yeah, remember in the first
In the
trailer?
original
She's in
Switch
her
trailer,
house
yeah.
and she's playing, and then she's like, "Hey, my neighbors, let's go play." And then she takes her Switch and they're playing Mario Kart, like, you know, remember that whole trailer?
Nope.
Oh well, that's what they did.
You remember
But
the
this
laugh?
one- but this one was just to complete CGI.
Okay.
That's because
So-
I definitely feel like it was leaked and Nintendo had to release something.
I think honestly,
Because
it was
at that
from
particular point, I did hear that they interviewed people that used to work on Nintendo that were like managers, project managers from like Nintendo, and they said like if they found out that stuff got leaked, people on Nintendo were probably really mad about this because they were the ones who wanted to control the release and news on that rather than being controlled through the leakers.
it's fine. They deserved it. They're being little fucks.
Okay. Well, let's talk about a few things that the Switch 2, what it shows and the implications of what it is. So first of all,
Is that the
biggest,
official name, though? It's going to be called Switch 2?
Nintendo Switch 2, yeah.
It just shows.
I mean,
the
okay,
Switch 2.
it's not like the worst.
According to
It's fine. I mean, it's not the
What?
super creative name, but, like, it's fine.
What name would you? Okay, let's just go with the naming conventions of all the other previous consoles. You have PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3.
But Nintendo's
Guess
different,
what? 4 and PlayStation 5.
It makes sense.
Xbox went the weirdest way. Xbox 360, then Xbox One, then Xbox Series X.
though. Then Nintendo.
But now you have Super Nintendo, Nintendo GameCube because it looks like a cube. Oh, you have
Why
Nintendo
was it called
64,
Nintendo 64?
64-bit.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's why.
That's kind of dumb, but okay.
I like it.
I can't. There's no pleasing you.
I'm upset.
So with Nintendo
it's fine.
64, Nintendo GameCube because it looked like a cube,
That makes sense, yeah.
right? Then you have Nintendo Wii because it was fun to play. Wii.
And
That's
then
really what
I got challenge on that
Dumbest thing ever. Okay, never mind. I take it back. That is the worst statement. Wait, why is it
I
called?
just don't know why it's called Wii.
Wii U.
They just wanted to give it a cool name, like a very like unique but simple name
No, but what's
that works with
He
advertisements.
doesn't know. He doesn't-
Like I don't know exactly why they came with the Wii, but like the Wii was like it's a play on words. We would like to. That was the whole like advertisement. We would like to play.
I remember
the
that.
Nintendo Wii was named Wii because the company wanted to emphasize a sense of inclusivity, as Wii sounded like we, W-E, signifying that the console was meant for everyone to play together.
See exactly. Wii.
I kind of like David's idea.
Yeah, mine was better.
Well,
And then they came with Wii U. I don't know why the name was Wii U. Sure. Okay, so the Wii U, right? And now they went to Nintendo Switch because you could switch it up with the Joy-Cons. I don't know. And now you have Nintendo Switch 2. Like, I don't know.
you
Like,
can do that
what would you want to name the next Nintendo console? This console looks almost exactly the same. What would you call
that
it?
makes sense.
The Switch Pro.
The Switch, yeah.
Switch
'cause-
Deluxe.
Or just the Switch.
Look at the
No Nintendo, just the Switch.
Look at the name thing for the DS, the Nintendo DS, the Nintendo DS Lite, the Nintendo
The
DS,
Switch XL.
the Nintendo DS,
Yeah, that's what
XL?
they did with the 3DS.
the
But they have the Nintendo- they have the OLED.
DSi, the Nintendo 3DS, and the Nintendo,
Nintendo
3DS XL, and then the Nintendo 3DS XL new.
Triple XL.
The new.
That's not
There
very
was
mature.
6
Yeah.
names.
For mature audiences only.
But the Switch should have just been Switch Pro.
Switch Pro, Switch Plus.
well, according to the people,
Should have just been a Switch Pro.
But again,
yeah,
like I mean, just the number sounds fine. PlayStation's done it.
Now it's another plan where I'm going to switch to the next console.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so console. The obviously, I think they said it's like 30% bigger than the OLED.
30% more.
I think that's what they said, more or less.
Basically, the main screen is almost as big as the whole.
Yeah.
The kickstand is now actually like
Works.
usable. That big
It'll
little
work?
thing was like,
Dude,
look,
I still have the one from I have
Yeah.
the original Switch. It's like
it's itty bitty. And that's when you put the SD card in. I'm like, you really thought this little thing was gonna hold up this console? Like, it was the dumbest
Wild.
thing. So now it's like this U-shaped thing that you can,
It's the entire back of it.
and
basically.
it looks like you can angle it differently. Like it has different points to where it will stabilize, and you can.
It can go almost
Angle
flat, kind of a thing.
you guys don't play handheld though, hardly, right?
Me
If ever.
never
Depends.
really.
No, you
Depends. It depends.
you don't.
I used to play more handheld when it first came out. Now I
Alright, so
play
like,
a little more docked.
Tell me like roughly percentage wise. Like what do you
5% handheld.
5% held, 95 docked.
20, 25% handheld. So 80, 75% docked.
I haven't played Switch in a while.
He's like, "What's a Switch?"
He's just been playing his.
He's been
I'm
playing
playing
with
Rivals.
the jiggle effects.
I've been playing Rivals a lot, so the Switch,
Looking at Sue Storm all the time.
she's pretty good. Because invisible. No, but I'll probably say like probably 5-10% if I were to.
Handheld?
Yeah.
See, that's how much he uses it docked.
Yeah. I probably like 95% like handheld. To me, it's just a really awesome Game Boy.
Yeah,
No, it makes
that
sense.
makes sense.
But
Yeah.
for you guys, I get it. It's a, which is fine. And I think it's cool that it works. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
so-
perfectly fine.
you know that the only times I actually played Pokemon docked was when we were streaming, because I had to stream.
Oh yeah, yeah, I
That's the
remember
only
that.
reason. Otherwise, I would never dock it.
It's
So
okay.
Switch 2 will have the same dock, I guess.
The dock's
It's an
gonna be a little
updated
bit
dock.
different.
So you have to get another dock.
I don't know. I'm pretty
It
sure
comes
you do.
with a dock, so you're not.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a different dock, but it comes with it. The Joy-Con has a new button. The right Joy-Con. They don't know what it is. It's another
Also,
It's
square.
heard that
magnetic, right?
The Joy-Cons are now magnetic, so that's how they lock into the Switch.
Also, if you were looking at the initial thing, it has like a little mouse sensor underneath it, so you can. I guess people are thinking it's kind of like you got like a mouse thing too.
So like if you saw the trailer, right, you saw the two Joy-Cons that they're going like mouse. It's because there's that little.
That's how you're gonna race in Mario Kart.
There's like a sensor you can use.
You see your part running. I'm running. I'm getting faster.
You just like turn.
Well, what they're saying is maybe you could play like. Well, I don't know. I don't know how it would work for the Switch.
Mario Kart or mini games.
No,
for
like
Mario
if it's
Party.
more like FPS games, like with a mouse and keyboard. So you use the left ones for the joystick and all that, and then you move with your whole arm with the body
Interesting.
of the character.
The butt.
Because the Legion, the Legion Lenovo, the Lenovo Legion Go, the handheld, it does that too. So you put it and then you put it sideways, and then you can use.
Oh,
that as
actually,
the
I think
mouse.
that would be funny if that's.
So if but I don't. But see, it doesn't make sense to me because Nintendo's never been an FPS console.
Switch to
Don't you remember Zombie U?
Call of Duty for the Wii.
The Wii, remember?
Again,
You had that.
Nintendo's never really been an FPS console.
Don't you remember?
Call of
What was
Duty.
it? Medal of Honor?
Again, Nintendo's never really been an FPS console. So if this works
Doom.
out as well as I think it will, that'd be kind of cool, and you kind of have an upper hand against.
They haven't given so
handheld.
much for information on that though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know. There's other few things that people want to know what it's about. So it now has two USB-C ports.
One
It has
bottom
one at
and
the bottom,
top.
one up top. A lot of people before, like some data miners, they say that they knew about the USB-C port. Some people are thinking it might be with, and I don't know why they do this, but it has like camera support. Don't know why it would have that, but that's the only thinking that they have. I don't know why else you would put a USB-C port right up top.
The other handheld like the Asus or the Steam Deck and all that, they have this USB-C top and bottom in case you need to charge something from like the bottom where you dock it, and then you need to charge something on the top. So it's just kind of a feature like that. It's nothing. If they want to add to it, then that's
There's two
fine.
chargers.
No. If you're charging something else.
But the dock has the two USB ones. So why would they?
The dock has one USB-C.
It will have two. No,
The dock.
The dock has the two USB.
No, the console has the two USB-C.
USB-C. I said USB.
But but that's how they. Some
Yeah,
things
but
have
all of the
USB-C.
cable,
I'm just saying,
unless the
from
cables change.
these handhelds, these PCs do have a top USB-C and a bottom USB-C.
So they tell me you're gonna plug your phone or something to
I
charge
don't know
it.
what it would be. I can't remember.
But
I'm just
but
saying
you
that's
know
what
those
they've
people.
done. That's what they've done.
That's what they
why
do.
it has.
They
So it's not
charge their
like it's-
phone.
Moving along.
Not charge their phone. I don't know why
I
you
know
need to charge
it's
your phone.
you can play Switch 1 games in the
Not
Switch
all of
2.
them.
All of them, but it
Most
makes.
of them.
I'm pretty sure it's not going to be like the Rumble game, whatever the stupid shit where like drink water.
But that's 2.0 Rumble though.
Cool.
I don't know
That's
what that
probably
would
why it's not
mean.
going to work. 'cause
And
it
I
doesn't.
did hear that the price is going to be $7.99.
Nope.
What?
No. It's
That's
not.
what I
It's not. It's not.
It's- I heard it's $3.99.
$3.99.
But when the tariffs hit, it's going to be $4.99.
Okay, then all right.
So yeah, and so from
$7.99.
from
Get
people
outta
who
here.
have
Fuck
who have
off.
data mined
You might as
the
well just buy
game.
yourself the Lenovo Legion Go and just pirate the fucking Switch 2. Fuck you, Nintendo.
You're gonna buy it anyways.
I'm not buying it.
So anyway,
You said you
the
could buy
point.
for
The
Pokemon.
point
I would.
okay, so the point is, as I was saying,
$7.99. Wibble.
with the dang it, now I forgot what I was talking about the Nintendo Switch 2. Something I was going to say about it.
Sorry, Paul said some jackass. You had to correct him.
I said that's what I heard. I didn't say that it was the price.
Oh, I remember. So
Okay.
I don't know how they got this, but it was at CES. There was some model that was at CES.
Okay, so this is where it originally came out. So somebody had a hold of like the shell
model.
No, the shell.
The shell of it.
And then and this was 6 months ago. And then D-Brand, they got a whole. They had the skins and they showed off all the skins you could put on the Switch 2 4 months ago. And then CES was at the beginning of the year, and they showed off the plastic covers you put on the Switch 2, and the Switch was pretty much on there. And then Japan, Amazon had the like bundles you could buy for like their cases was right there, and it showed a picture of the entire Switch, like being put like the case on top of it.
That's not what I was talking about. I don't know why you went off on that.
Yeah, that's
But that's not what I'm talking about. They said
about?
they got someone who worked for Nintendo or somehow has some information about
uncle
Nintendo.
from
My uncle.
They got
uncle.
yeah,
It was
my
his
uncle Nintendo. I remember that
I
good old
told you
times.
that my uncle actually works.
Yeah,
for
I know, he
Sony,
told me
but
that.
It's not a joke, but
I know it's not a joke. But there's like there's a guy that says like my uncle who works for Nintendo. Like there's someone
I know there's people that my uncle works.
but they got like the specs for the Nintendo Switch 2. Again, 99%
this
of
was
this,
leaks,
99% of this, I have no idea what the heck this means. But they said that in the handheld mode, it's gonna run at 1080p, and then if it's docked, they say that they have some sort of deal with Samsung or someone. It's gonna have DL. What's it called? Diego? DLSS.
Nvidia.
Yeah,
they
they're gonna
have
have
a deal because that's what they made that deal with Nvidia already when the Switch 1 first came out. That's why none of the handheld PCs are running Nvidia GPUs in there because they have an exclusive deal with Nintendo. And it ends this year, so when you see new handheld computers,
It's gonna have Nvidia.
They're most likely going to be with Nvidia. So what they're stating is handheld is 1080p 60 FPS, and then when it's docked, it's 2K 60 FPS. I doubt it.
Do we have anything in 2K?
Yeah, there's plenty of games in 2K.
But the thing is that they're saying with the DLSS, they're saying that is like bridging the gap or can make it look an upscale. Again, I don't know all the.
It'll lower it to like 720p, but upscale it to 1080p. On top of that, it's going to push the frame. So like if the game's like running at 30 normally, it'll push it to 60.
Okay.
So
And
everything
then-
will run smoother, look smoother. It'll still feel when you're using the controls will feel more 30, but everything's gonna.
You can feel the 30 frames.
You can feel it.
I feel the 30. It's not 60.
Can you
Feel it, Mr. Krabs?
But they talked about like the power that it has. Again, I don't remember what it is, but it's like 3 gigabytes.
No.
So no, yes, for the Nintendo Switch 2, and then they ran the Xbox Series S, and it's at 4. So they're saying it's actually pretty powerful for how small it is,
Interesting.
and it's far more stronger than what the Nintendo Switch was. Because I think this Nintendo Switch docked was like 0.79 or 1.7 or something like that.
Here's how it was. Here's how it is. The Switch 2 GPU clock speeds have been leaked. Docked GPU is at 1007.3 megahertz, 3.09
Those are
teraflops.
numbers.
Yeah, the teraflop. That's what I'm talking
Handheld
about. Sorry.
GPU is
You give me numbers here.
561 megahertz, 1.72 teraflops. The original Switch was 0.03 megahertz.
So this is
So it
on the
was
numbers. Some of the numbers.
0.01
More numbers.
teraflops. So
Very low.
it's like 5 times stronger than what the original Switch was.
times 5.
So yeah.
You to teach your kids that.
Times 5.
But like I said, the Series S, it is stronger, but that's why they're saying like the DLSS
stronger.
and
This
stuff
is-
will make that distinction smaller
Okay.
with what they have with NVIDIA. Again, I don't know all of the details, and Diego might give you that more information, but that's from what I understood what people have said and when they've
Well,
dumbed
not
it down to
mention,
me.
They haven't
Yeah.
fully announced a full trailer. This is
Yeah,
what
we
people
do.
have been
This
hearing,
is this
right?
is
So
still
this-
I mean, so far leaks have been right. A lot of, for whatever reason, more and more stuff gets leaked, and more times it ends up being right rather than not wrong.
which is kind of sad, because it kind of removes the
I
element.
mean,
of
it makes you
surprise.
think how much of it is actually on purpose.
See, like a mouse. You're moving it like a mouse.
Interesting.
Yeah, but for what? I want to know for
whatever
Mario
game
Party.
is
what game?
Minesweeper.
I don't know.
Mario
I don't tell
Party.
you.
Minesweeper.
Mario Party.
Dude, regardless of the numbers, regardless of how much faster, like I think regardless, people are gonna buy it, whether they like it or not. They throw in
Whether
a
they
new
like it or
Pokemon,
not.
a Pokemon game, a Mario game. Which
I want to
to
see what
people
new
gonna buy
Mario
it.
game comes out. I don't, because as far as I know,
Part 9.
Super Mario
They
Odyssey 2.
They're just gonna put
I
Smash
don't want to
in
know
there.
if I
and
want
you're
to
gonna
say
buy it.
I loved Odyssey. Odyssey was probably one of the best Mario games ever.
I agree.
But I like it that they don't do sequels for those. They do like
Oh, do it.
something
They
different.
could do it.
Again, they could because
it.
the Switch 2 is now a sequel to it.
Nintendo.
Do it, Nintendo.
Talk to
Do
your
it.
uncle. Talk to your uncle.
What?
Talk to your uncle. Tell him that.
Why does the PlayStation have?
They were saying that there's going to be a lot of third-party games that are going to
Like
be
Halo.
launched with it. Halo is a rumored one.
for a long time.
Pretty
I
much
think it's confirmed that PlayStation's getting it.
Sony's getting it this
It's
fall.
time for real
or
this fall, yeah.
spring.
That's
So,
weird, but okay.
No.
MCC on PlayStation, wild.
But that means it can be on Smash. Oh,
It's not gonna
It's
happen.
gonna be
Next
too
man.
late. They're not gonna.
Yeah,
I want
Smash
Master
ready.
Chief in Smash.
Yeah, well, there was a whole bunch of characters we wanted.
Oh, we can
Smash.
get what's the booty girl's name in Celebrity Blade?
No, we don't want her. You can't put her in that game.
They put
I mean,
Bayonetta.
Bayonetta.
They shouldn't have put her in that game either.
Well, she shouldn't be, but she's going to be in the. What's her name?
Eve.
I'm gonna put Eve in there. Eve pops it out.
They put that. You can put Dante, Crash Bandicoot. I still want it. Not Goku, which people are saying about that.
Goku's never going to be on there. and I don't want Goku in there anyway.
I'm just
Always
gonna say
stated
that.
video game characters. Everyone who gets
I wanted
confused-
Crash and I wanted Spyro.
I want Spyro and Crash. Those would be good.
Yeah.
If it happens.
If it happens, I mean, Sakurai might. Yeah, I don't think he'll
He's
be
been
involved
working
as
on
much.
something, right?
He has been working on something. Don't know what it is. I don't think it's Smash, but
Super Smash. No.
it's PlayStation All Stars 2.
Oh, also speaking of Smash, Bungie's making a Smash-like game too. Do you know that?
With what?
I don't know. But
With
Bungie's
with
making-
with,
Chief
with
and
Master
Friends.
Chief and Master Chief, and don't forget Master Chief.
Bungie doesn't own Master Chief anymore.
He's a guest character.
Then what the heck are they gonna have
I
their
don't
game
know.
for?
I'm just telling you.
It's
That's
just
what
Destiny's
that's what got announced.
Here's
from
Destiny.
them.
Here's the Ghost.
That's what got
Here's
announced
the
from them. I'm just telling you what that's what got
I don't know
announced
the other people. I forget their names.
The other Destiny
Here's the
Warriors.
dark
I
person.
don't know. Dark person.
Here's a guy that's all like I don't know.
I don't know. Like I said, are you guys? So are you?
They're gonna
Does
buy
anybody
it.
have interest in the Switch 2?
Like I said, I'm a casual gamer. I don't look too much into the numbers. Like I don't like all the stuff they say. You know, if it is if it is a good game, if it is fun, I still gonna be considering to buying. Depending if they release a
Well,
good game,
here's the
I
thing:
don't
like
care.
the power to a certain point does matter. Because, for example, if Hogwarts Legacy would have ran fine, like great, and actually the graphics weren't so lowered, I would have gone on the Switch because that game was fun, and I would have gone around and just playing with it.
Didn't you have the game?
Not for Switch,
But you have something else, right?
I had it for the PC.
See, there you go. So why are you complaining? You already had the game.
No, that's the thing.
Play it on the
Yeah,
It
he
came
was
out of
on
the
the
Switch. It was announced for all systems, but the Switch was lowered. It was delayed like 4 months, and when you went to another town or another place, it had a loading screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's garbage.
It's garbage. But I'm saying if the Switch 2, if they can have the games that come out that come to all consoles, and it doesn't have that issue, and it doesn't have, then I would get on the Switch because I like playing. If I can play it like that, and it's a game that's a single player mode that I can play on the like when I'm, I don't know, somewhere else.
True, but you have to understand that the
Airport.
Nintendo, it feels like
You
to me,
you
it's
quit
more
giving
for
them
the-
excuses.
it
They're a
feels-
bunch of fucks
I
that
feel
need to
like
fix their shit.
It's more for casual gamers.
No, fuck the casual gamers.
without-
That's what makes them worse. Casual fans, casual.
Yeah, but the
Pokemon shit.
but the
Fuck
game.
off.
Okay, Hogwarts Legacy is not for hardcore gamers. That's a casual game for people who like. That's what I'm saying. Even for a casual game, the Switch sucked
Technically,
at it.
Hogwarts Legacy should be for the hardcore gamers because it's Hogwarts Legacy, not Harry Potter. They wouldn't know anything about the past. Did you even play the game? I did.
He knows Hogwarts is in it. It's a playable character, right? This is why it's called Hogwarts
I'm gonna
Legacy.
say, regardless of what Nintendo releases, people are gonna be hype. They're gonna be hate, and people are gonna buy
It's still
stuff.
it's still
gonna make money.
It's still gonna be known
Yeah.
as the family console
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really care about performance of the console that much.
It's
All I
about
care
having
about-
fun.
I care
I
where.
care about having fun.
Well, here's the thing. I think. Well, it has to run. Like, okay, for example, Scarlet and Violet. The reason why it sucked, like it sucked playing on this, because when we were playing and we were actually like recording it and streaming it, is there are times where it's super buggy.
True.
And there were times where just randomly, like, connection just lost. We're like, okay, well, I'll
Also
just start
true.
over again. Like, I hate, and that's Nintendo. Like, the connection
That's in
thing is
general with
Nintendo's fault,
Nintendo.
and they're not having dedicated servers. So
Yeah.
if they can fix all those things, it makes it more fun.
I just want the game to run smoother too. I like. I get it. I'm more of the person where I want better frames, like 60 FPS. But if I can do 30, but everything works fucking well, I'm okay. Like, I don't want to just load up to Kakariko Village or the Lost Forest, Lost Woods in Breath of the Wild, and then my frames drop, and everything's just laggy, and everything's just going to crash. No, I want this to be a solid game, no issues. I just want to play the game.
Don't you
We're
remember
like,
Breath
oh,
of the
let's-
Wild?
let's Breath of the
You remember
Wild.
when it was like 6 frames per second at one point when you first played it, and that was on launch. That was on Nintendo
No, that's
Switch
when
on
I
launch.
That's when you go to the Lost Woods, when you're trying to go get the Master Sword, it just starts choppy. It starts
It
getting
gets-
choppy.
and I remember feeling that.
That shouldn't be a thing.
On the new console, basically on day one game, it was already having performance issues.
That's my thing. So I can be fine with 30 FPS games.
I get why you're annoyed. I don't really care. I'm just like, it's fine. Like,
I don't like that at all.
I just care what's going to be on it. What games are we going to be able to play? Mario Kart? Is it Mario Kart
It's
9?
Yeah.
I'll probably pick it up.
Yeah, it's happening. Pokemon.
Pokemon.
That's really
But
something
Pokemon's going to
Pokemon.
be on both. A lot of games I think are going to be on both before they
Before
fully
the
say
beginning,
only
before
on
they
Switch
fully-
2.
the
before
Switch
they
is
fully-
probably the Switch one's
So
probably got like
Metro
another
Prime
year or
4
two.
is going to be on both.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah, that's what's
I'm gonna say this: the Switch one is probably gonna have another year or two before they.
Yeah, it makes
play-
sense. Yeah,
They did that
because
with the 3DS.
Yeah, they do that all the time.
Well, not the 3DS. So what was it? I think it was the 3. I think they had games that would be DS and 3DS and for a bit, and then they
was
stopped making
only
games for the DS.
It's
Yeah.
3DS, yeah. It makes sense. But I don't anything else. If it was Super Mario Odyssey 2, I would get it.
I just want a new Mario
I
game.
think they heard they're gonna release a new Mario game.
All I know
I
is
think
any
it's
new
gonna
Mario
be
game they've
It's gonna
done
happen. It's
has
gonna be
been
the
really,
Switch.
really good. They that's the one like franchise that they rarely miss on for like a full like official game.
People buy
Yeah.
it.
From what I heard too with the leaks, one more thing on it, I heard that there's no launch game for the Switch 2.
So it just comes.
I'm pretty sure
it's an
Mario
empty
Kart
console.
is. I'm pretty sure
They
Mario
could
Kart will
show
be a
Mario
launch.
Kart, but I don't think. But I'm just saying from the leaks.
I'm pretty sure it is
just
because-
saying from the leaks.
From the leaks, they said
Shut
that they
up, I'm
have
just saying
special.
from the leaks. They said there's no launch
They're
game
different
for the
leaks.
Switch.
So you're seeing leaks with nothing, and you're seeing leaks with Mario Kart.
I think the
So
leaks
which
that
one
they
is-
have
which
special
is right?
edition Nintendo Switch 2s with Mario Kart in
Okay, that
the
might
game.
not be a release on the Switch 2 when the Switch 2 comes out. Maybe not.
All I gotta
Anyways,
say, I think we'll know on April 2nd.
I will be more willing to buy a Switch 2 once Pokemon Legends ZA comes out. The closer it is, because I don't want to get it because there's nothing.
But you're
I
gonna
don't
get it
play the
regardless.
Switch. I don't play the Switch. I only play for Pokemon and Legends of Zelda, and yeah. And if there's another Smash Bros comes out, which probably won't, then I'll do it. But other than that, I don't really
Why
use
would you
my
hurt
Switch.
David like that?
It's being realistic, but
Shut up.
but the Switch 2 like would probably be like what, November release, October release, you think?
I don't know.
April
Let's take a
3rd.
look. Let's check the
released
leaks.
yesterday. It was released yesterday.
What?
No, but That's when I would buy it more so than then. But until then, like let's say they say on April 2nd, the Switch 2 comes out in May. You know, let's just say that. Like, give us a month.
You know,
I'm not gonna go and buy it. I'm just gonna be like, when does Legends come out?
You know, kind of crazy.
Legends comes out June. Okay, then I'll buy one closer to June. But until then, I don't give a
You know,
fuck.
what kind of crazy? I was thinking about this. If they were to release a new Pokemon game with an exclusive Pokemon card, they haven't done that. Nintendo hasn't done that in a
They
bit.
won't do it.
They've done it for Yu-Gi-Oh, which they do it quite a lot, and people do buy it. For
Yeah,
that.
but okay, but Yu-Gi-Oh's popularity versus Pokemon's is day and night.
no, they can. Still
I'm
do
not
it,
saying
though.
that
I'm saying like
It's true.
if they were to
they
do
could.
it,
I don't think they would though.
I agree.
I mean, you should.
Game Freak doesn't do anything good for us.
Hey,
Hey, you got Pokemon.
you're right.
I got Pokemon. Mike,
Yeah, because you raised the bar too high. That
I
you wanna
raised the
get to
bar.
that.
I want a game to just run without issues. They don't even give me that.
All the games have
Right.
issues.
Exactly. They
Not
all
all the
have
games
issues.
have had it. Well, not all of them had issues.
No, Scarlet. Okay, Scarlet and Violet
Scarlet
for the
Violet
game.
definitely had issues.
The game
I know, I
that
probably-
didn't push the Switch by any means graphically
Yeah.
had issues performance wise.
Agreed.
Like even just us, the feature that like all four of you can play together,
Yeah.
buggy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no.
You know what's embarrassing is this Twitch streamer I follow. His name is Blessius. He got to play Mario Party with Phil. Oh no, Reggie Fils-Aimé, and Reggie kept DCing because of how shitty Nintendo's online connection is. And you know how embarrassing that is when you're the former president of Nintendo for USA and you keep DCing because the Nintendo Switch has a shitty internet, shitty connections.
It's
That should be a wake up call for you to be like, maybe we should work on our internet. more.
How Reggie talks?
Yeah. Oh,
that
no,
Reggie
the people in Japan. Maybe we should work on our internet more. How about you seppuku yourself, you fucks?
This has only been the first episode of the year.
Hey, they deserve it. They
We
piss
didn't
me
last
off. They
too
piss
long.
me off with their stupid shit. They think, oh, we're a couch co-op company. It's like, bitch, the internet exists. You gotta work with that too.
I like Coach Co-op though.
Yeah, but the internet exists.
But Coach Co-op is better.
But the internet exists. You got to incorporate it. And not
They
saying
don't have to.
not saying that
Nintendo
if
always
this
does their
game
own
is an
thing.
offline game doesn't mean it needs internet to require to play games because some games do that, which is stupid. But I'm
Remember
saying,
when
like,
Xbox did that?
yeah, and they got shat on. But I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna play a game that does have an internet connection, that does have online multiplayer, make that shit work. That's it. It's a simple thing. It's not that hard. We've been doing online internet play for like what 20 plus years now.
Yep.
It's
With
complicated.
consoles,
It's tricky.
For consoles, get the fuck out of here, man.
Funny
You do
enough,
not
is
know how to do
the funniest
online
thing is,
play.
is Nintendo had a lot of games. Like I think on their Super Nintendo as well. That's something that internet connectivity.
That was the N64.
N64, like they know how important it is. It's just
But
funny.
even if you see the previous consoles, they had always
The
issues
Game
with the
Boy had
internet.
some.
Yeah, but they had issues with the internet.
Well, they get better at it. They're the ones that innovating internet and technology. Fix your dang connection.
You know what's crazy? It's the same internet issue they had from when they first did that fucking shit.
Probably.
How crazy is the Nintendo Switch? I mean,
Maybe
the
they wanna
DS
tou-
was
they don't
better
wanna
with the
touch it.
internet connection than this shit.
Bro, I don't think I ever
Embarrassing.
DC'd with my Nintendo Switch.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't
Maybe.
think I ever did.
Well, aren't we lucky? Well, anyway.
Do you do you think that I mean it's still super early, way too early predictions. Do you think Nintendo will have a better lineup than PlayStation or Xbox this year?
This year?
This year.
All
Again,
we
it's
know-
way too early because there's
What
like
do we know that's coming out this year? That we know for sure is coming out this year. Just Pokemon, right?
Yes.
For Nintendo?
For Nintendo, yes.
That yeah.
Well,
what are we
Nintendo Mario Kart is coming out this year.
I
That's for sure.
me. Okay.
Mario Kart, Pokemon.
I think they said. I think they confirmed. No, I think they confirmed that Metroid Prime 4 is coming out this year.
If those are true, and then we get like another Mario game, not Mario Kart, but like a Mario
main series,
standalone,
like Mario.
then
3D
those
game.
would be pretty big hitters. But I don't think there's going to be any contenders for like Game of the Year type shit, or like. I
know, but will the lineup be? I'm just saying, not game, which will have the best game, but will it the lineup?
Best lineup of games.
Because I don't know anything that's coming out for PlayStation that I care about. Or
Witcher's
Xbox.
coming out.
Spider-Man.
Is Witcher coming out this year or
Spider-Man's
next
not
year?
Coming out this year.
Come on, I want to believe.
no, Spider-Man's not coming. Spider-Man's not
Spider-Man
nothing
3 is not
for
coming out this
shit.
year.
Wolverine.
It's not coming out this year.
It's not gonna. There's
okay.
nothing has been talked about.
We haven't even gotten a trailer or anything for that game.
Then
didn't got the
if
announcement.
there's no big announcements coming out this year for any games, then Nintendo's got an easy dub.
That's what I'm asking.
But that's not even
because the Xbox
but
isn't
they're not
putting out.
even
Microsoft isn't putting
but
out
they're not
anything.
even
They're
like
just
the thing
becoming
is,
the Netflix of video games.
But the thing is, it's like being an absent dad who finally gets to see his son play soccer. Oh, you're winning because
An absent dad.
you just
Wow.
came one day and that's it. But it's not like it's not like hey,
Wow.
it's really like it's not a
You've been
win.
hurt.
It's just like a hey, you won
hurt you,
because you
Diego?
did something.
Who heard
The
you,
world
dude?
did. The world did. But like it's like that's what it is. It's like they won by just being there.
Because off those 4 games, when I'm like, that sounds like a
big lineup,
solid
yeah.
lineup.
Yeah, but
That's a respectable lineup, at least.
But there's nothing to compete with it, so it's not like a oh wow they beat those people with this game.
No,
It's just like
I think
hey, they just
PlayStation
there.
did announce some games, but there's no games that I can recall at this particular moment.
The only thing that's
a lot of remakes.
the only thing that people are getting hyped about, people not necessarily us, is that Elden Ring multiplayer game.
Oh, yeah, that's not us.
Yeah, that's not us.
But
That's Miles.
That's pretty much the one. And then Monster Hunter
Excited
Wilds.
about
Monster Hunter Wilds coming out. That'd be.
That's gonna.
But that's not exclusive to anything.
Oh, exclusive.
Sekiro and
I mean, it'll be on PlayStation and Xbox.
and the second the sequel to Sekiro isn't coming out this year, is it? Is it next year?
not Sekiro. Not a Sekiro.
Oh no, not
Ghost,
Sekiro.
Ghosts of Yokai.
Ghost of
Yokai.
yeah, Ghost of
Is it
Yokai. That's
this
not
year?
coming out this year, is it?
I think it's this year.
If it's
they have that one.
That's gonna be a heavy hitter. If that does, is that
Okami,
confirmed?
Okami, I don't think too. I don't think it's coming out this year, is it?
But
Are
I don't think it's exclusive to anything.
you sure?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, I don't know. We'll have to check.
Assassin's Creed.
It's not exclusive.
Also true.
I want to wait until the release date. I want to see the trailer and then let's.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
Wait 3 more months.
We'll see if all of your leaks and predictions are true or false.
Please,
Well,
please
I've
put
been pretty-
timestamps out
I've
there.
been- I've been pretty accurate.
I want to be able to bring it up on another.
I've been pretty accurate.
said that
Yes, please.
I've been
this
pretty-
lineup. So
I've been pretty accurate with everything I was telling you about.
They're leaks.
Yeah, the leaks on the
That's what we need to win. We
these are
actually
not
get
your predictions.
Just saying.
Anyway, so to finish off tonight, we are going to talk about last year, reminisce of 2024. And most people, they like to reminisce about the good things. That's not this year. That's not this podcast. This podcast, we're talking about the worst things of 2024, the worst things we saw that we for some reason thought might have been good or whatever it might be.
Paul talking about stuff.
That's the good stuff.
No,
That's the good stuff.
I feel bad for your wife.
He won game of the year, man. I'm so pissed. It didn't get recognized. But you talk about the bad stuff, right?
Yeah, so there were a lot of bad stuff that. Okay, I'll go to this. I'll make it. There are also a lot of mediocre stuff that were bad that made it worse. So I'll start with one that was mediocre,
let's
but
hear
also was bad.
for
So
it.
Venom: The Last Dance came out,
How dare you?
and it was bad because they introduced Noel, right? Who is this big bad? I think he's like multiversal level
Yes.
power.
Yep.
And he did nothing. He was there in like the first 5 minutes,
He's
and he
the
was there in
cameo.
the last 5 minutes. And he sent out his little dogs to fight Venom. And Venom was like maybe in 20% of the movie. Like the whole thing was like, if he turns into Venom, the dogs can see, quote unquote, see Eddie Brock. And so he had to stay in his human form, to stay as just Eddie Brock for most of the movie. It was just
So it was a movie, a Venom movie
without
with
seeing
very little,
Spider-Man.
yeah.
without Venom.
But then
Basically.
there's other creatures that look like Venom. That
They're
have
like
other
symbiotic animal thing,
powers.
and they introduced other symbiotes as well, but were used at the very last like 10 minutes.
Woo.
Like it was, and they try to tease you that Noel like breaks from his cell and his imprisonment and is gonna go after Venom or after the universe. I'm like, where are you going with this? Who cares?
Wasn't it confirmed to be the last movie?
Yep.
Yeah, but I don't know what the and yeah. So that was a very mediocre
What did you
one.
guys
That was
rate it
bad.
again?
I think I gave it like a 4.
Ouch.
It would have been higher. There was some legit good comedy, but the comedy didn't.
Was it enough to carry the movie?
It wasn't A enough to carry the movie, but B, it was overdone by the
think-
stupidity of decisions made by the characters.
I think what makes Venom likable is the Tom Hardy relationship as a character and as a person. I think he nails it. But everything else apart from the movie, like the story and the plot for this movie, because I also saw this movie, it's not worth it.
Well, again, it goes back to when the first Venom came out. Even to this day, I was not a big fan of the buddy cop thing that he has with Venom. Like it's funny, but it's just I don't know. I think it made the possibilities of what Venom could do. It just shrank it.
Yeah.
To me, that's what it felt like. Like if you again, people are like, oh, but don't compare things to the comics. Like, well, that's where they're taking their source from, and they made something different. Which again, they're in their rights to do so, but to me, it didn't hit very well for a lot of fans.
I mean, the first thing that they mentioned is going to be this is part of the new Spider-Man universe or something. That they put something Spider-Man.
There is no Spider-Man.
Exactly, and that's the whole thing that bothers me a lot because they don't even mention anything about related to Spider-Man.
I think the worst thing is like in the end of what was it? In the end of Venom 2, he gets placed into the MCU,
which kind of like.
And then in Endgame, he gets sent back. He does nothing. And in the beginning of the movie, it's that same scene. He just gets sent back, and there's no talk of Spider-Man. There's talk of nothing.
But he left a little piece of himself.
It's a little piece of himself, but that's not even mentioned either. Like it
But it will be.
Sure.
Hope.
I hope so.
Now what happened?
That's how Noel's going to be in the MCU.
I don't know if Noel will be mentioned, but
No, I don't think so because in their phases, according to Marvel, the next phase after Doom is going to be the mutants, and I think they said that the Avengers movie is going to be X-Men versus Avengers. That's like the rumor.
and Battle World.
That's for this one.
Yeah, so
Yeah, but for the next phase is going to be
Spidey's
the
gotta
Avengers versus.
Spidey's got to get his black costume somehow.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know,
Virus.
but that's one of the that's a movie though. How about you guys? About movie wise, let's go with that. Let's go with categories. Movie wise, what was a
I
bad?
don't watch a lot of
Was
bad
Madam Web
stuff.
last year?
What?
Was Madam Web last year?
No, it was this year.
It was this year. We just never watched it.
Never
was it
watched-
this year?
We're supposed to. It was the very beginning of the year.
Yeah, let me check.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah,
what I
last
said
year. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
2024. Yeah.
like no,
But we haven't seen
We're
it.
stuck in the past.
We haven't seen it.
You
I
saw
haven't
it.
seen it yet. I haven't seen it. I was waiting for you to watch it. We
I was
never
there
did.
Okay, we have to watch it.
Yeah.
But I've heard nobody. No one
Yeah.
has said good things about it.
Yeah, no.
Again, I did hear that they like tease around with like the whole Peter Parker, but nothing in there.
I heard that a movie was what's his name? He's also from Parks and Rec, the guy who played Uncle Ben in the movie.
That's Uncle Ben, yeah.
Uncle Ben, yeah. He's also in Severance.
He said, I think he said this is the last comic book movie he'll ever do because he had such a bad experience. Like I'll never do another comic book movie.
Adam Scott.
That's his name.
That sucks.
That's a bummer.
But oh well. What are the movies?
I mentioned this before. Joker. I went to watch Joker.
I'm surprised you saw that.
Well, I watch it online because I'm not gonna pay for crap. I was kind of curious because, like I tell you, like I am willing to give a movie a chance if they prove me the contrary. Like, of course, that completely gets away from my book. It was a dumb movie, and the thing that bothers me the most is that everything that the first movie created. This is the Joker in the second movie. Oh no, this is not the Joker. It's just some guy who pretends to be a Joker, and he's kind of crazy, and he starts singing all over the place, and it was bad. And then, spoiler alert, he gets killed by the real Joker, I guess, which is the dumbest thing ever. Like, it was a waste of time. But interesting enough, the thing that I mentioned in the last part, I think the director did this on purpose because he was annoyed at people, like executives, trying to create his own Joker universe. I don't know if that's true or not.
I don't care about Joker. I just want a good Joker movie.
Yeah, but it was kind of weird. Quentin Tarantino loves this movie.
Yeah, because Quentin
Which is
Tarantino's a
the
weird
weirdest
fudge.
thing
That's
ever.
why.
But I think
He liked the second Joker.
Yeah, he did.
Because he liked it because of a big FU to fans. That's why he liked it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay,
But yeah,
sure.
that was I'm really sad because I think the first movie was a really interesting movie. It was really intriguing. I'm like, oh wow, this is amazing. Everything in the second movie, it's undone, so don't watch it. Don't even bother.
Okay. Wasn't planning to.
No.
Oh, I was going to bring up another movie. So, the only reason I bring this up, it didn't come out this year, but I watched it this year. And I thought it was a fake movie. When I saw stuff on TikTok, first of all, RIP TikTok, it's gone. But I saw like clips of this on TikTok, and I thought this was like one of those things that TikTok does to make like quote unquote real life situation type of clips, and I thought that's what this was.
Okay.
I was wrong. Apparently, so BT came up with an original movie. I think it was like in 2022. It's called Karen. It's about this African American family who moves into this white suburb, and they have this neighbor called Karen, and she basically acts like what they call
Karen.
Karens, and she has a brother who's a cop who's like very like almost KKK like it was the funniest thing I've ever seen. It's supposed to be a thriller, and I couldn't stop laughing. Like they can't be serious. There's no way someone said, you know what, this is a good idea for a movie. Let's do this. Let's make a woman named Karen.
The villain.
Yeah, the villain. It was. They threw so much like a political crap. Like again, I don't care what political side you're on, but that was the entire movie. Like about, and I'm like, dude, this sucks. I don't think anyone liked it. And I think I saw like reviews, like everyone was like 1 to 0 stars, and a lot of people were like me. They're like, I thought this was fake, and so I actually looked for the movie. That's what these comments were like. And I found it, and I was like, yeah, this is a stupid movie. So I wouldn't watch. Yeah, don't ever watch that movie. It is dumb. I will show you clips of it because the clips are hilarious, but never watch the full movie. It was stupid.
Fair.
Yeah. Any more movies
That were bad?
that were bad? Horrible.
Oh, never mind. No, that was 2023. Never mind.
I've seen a lot of good movies, but
Now we're not talking about good movies. We're talking about the bad.
watch crappy movies.
Yeah, I haven't seen. I don't recall seeing.
Okay, we're gonna go to movies then.
We
I mean,
talk
not
about
movies.
TV shows.
TV shows. There's two TV shows that were
Yeah,
they're the waste. The first one's The Acolyte. Acolyte was the worst thing I've watched.
But they're going to make a season 2.
No, that's been canned.
No, they're going to make it.
No, they canned.
Just got to believe.
I believe that they're not gonna do it.
Speak for the fans, David.
Yeah, fans spoke and they hated that show. Like,
There was a petition to bring it back.
yeah, not
the
enough.
fans.
There was like 22 people.
I signed it.
I'm
watch
ready
the
to
first
kick you out now. No, The Acolyte was just a spin in the
Okay,
face.
tell
Like,
me why it's horrible.
it was. They had a star-studded cast. They had a lot of great people in there, and they did not know how to use them. You had the guy from Squid Game. He learned English for this role, and they butchered his character. Like,
It's because I wasn't in this show. That's why.
Carrie Ann Moss, like they put her like in all of the trailers and all, like, oh, we have her. She's gonna be a bad A, and she dies in the first movie.
That sucks.
She was in the first episode. They did stupid decisions. Like, there's a part, and I know you're not gonna watch
They
it.
did that to you in Eternals too with
Yeah, with my goddess Salma Hayek, and what they do, kill her off, and you only see her in flashbacks. Carrie Ann Moss, same thing. She's seen in flashbacks. They did just some stupid things. So there was a part where I forget the Squid Game guy's character and his real name, but there's a part where Squid Game guy, but he basically has to. There's a pair of twins and they're about to fall, and he's holding the platform that they're both on
With the force.
with the force. Okay,
Jay, sure.
people writing that they're like, why didn't he just grab the girls and not the platform? Because what he does is then he can't hold the platform, both of them. So then he lets one of the platforms fall with the girl on it to save the other one. Which way he could have, she supposedly dies.
Well, clear you don't know how the force works.
No, they clearly don't know how to force, because that's not. You can just grab both of them.
Was he
that's the
trained in
easiest
the
thing.
Force though?
The guy, yeah, he was a Jedi master.
Oh dang, that's that sucks.
And then like, there's a part where these twins they're raised by these witches. Okay.
Oh, I remember you talking about this.
We talked about this.
There's actually
Just
witches in Star Wars, so this is fine.
Yeah, that's always been in there since at least since Clone Wars.
This is okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
The lore is accurate.
But they want to take one of the girls because she's force sensitive. And what does the mom do? The mom starts like turning into this smoke monster and starts turning the girl into a smoke monster. And so the Jedi is like, this is probably bad, and stabs her to kill.
Probably bad.
To kill the mom. Yeah. You're trying to. You're the child is coming in and she's screaming. Hey, is that a good thing?
Okay.
So he stabs her, kills her, and then she's like,
"Is it the same guy that let the kid drop?"
Yeah.
Dang, dude.
Kills her, and then
Is a Jedi master?
kills her, which is that makes sense because it looked like she was doing something evil.
Sure.
And then she's about to die, give her last, but she's like, I was gonna let her go with you. I'm like, and you did this. Like,
it was to I don't know what it was for. Okay.
and the way that it ends is just the girl gets her revenge of the Jedi who killed the mom, but he never tells her why he did it. He didn't tell her that it looked like she was in danger, and like you could see the girl was in danger, and that's why he killed her. There was this misunderstanding could have been done with a talk, and no, and the girl somehow
your mom tried to kill you.
Yeah, and somehow this girl has like super dark powers that she can use. She can do the little force pinch and chokes them to death. It was just weird cameos for no reason that didn't lead to anywhere. That confuses more than it does do fan service.
Okay.
So
No good.
that was one. And then this one, the other one I saw was Velma 2. So Velma, the first one from HBO Max, sucked. But I was like, you know what? I want to watch the second one just to see if it gets any better. There's a second season. If you didn't know, that's fine. None of the voice actors didn't even promote it. This one was horrible. The main antagonist at the very end, you find out, is Scrappy Doo.
They've done that already.
Yeah, I know.
It's been done.
It's been done.
It's been done. So those were the two most horrible shows I saw this year. Like
Last year,
yeah. Don't watch those two
Did you watch any bad shows?
exclusively.
Did Secret Invasion come out last year?
I think it came out 2 years ago. Let me see. Let me check.
Check on that. I thought it was last year.
Was that bad of a show?
It was bad. Man, everything that ended was kind of weird. What year?
Let me see.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Now that I think, trying to remember, like, was it that bad?
It was 2 years ago. It was in
never
2023.
Do you like Echo?
I don't watch Echo.
Oh, Echo was out this year. It was okay. It was okay. I don't think it was like horrible. But it wasn't great. It was okay for their first rated R show. It was meh.
It was right there.
It's TVMA.
There's Daredevil cameo in there as well too. For a little
She
bit.
somehow like but holds her ground
Against Kingpin.
First holds her ground against Daredevil, which is what makes Kingpin want to start using her more.
I'm impressed.
Vanessa.
I would probably say, apart from that, because I only been watching like Marvel stuff, and yeah, TV shows not too much. I'll probably
And
say
that's part of TV shows. But
What
yeah.
If?
Oh,
That third
actually, yeah.
season.
What If was
bad?
worse? Yeah.
I mean, like I mentioned, I think I don't know if it was during recording or not, but I didn't enjoy the last two episodes because I felt like the animation was pretty cool. It's like a big fight. But the whole premise that it builds everything up, all the other episodes were really random and they didn't serve any purpose.
They made Captain Carter
like the main
way too powerful.
Yeah.
Like she was so important. She wasn't an anchor being. She was like an anchor goddess type of thing. I was like, there's no way she's this important. And then
the Watchers,
the trailer that you get to see Storm as Thor or have the powers. You don't get no history on that. She's just already fighting alongside Captain Carter.
Yeah.
Stupid. I wanted her own episode, and she doesn't get it.
See, I think things got cut for sure, but I still enjoyed the last two episodes. But the first 6 episodes? No, how many episodes are there? 9? 8?
9, I think.
The first 6 or 8, yeah, the first episodes.
The thing was that with the first season of What If, they connected all of these in some shape or form. In this final season, you have all these random stories that lead nowhere.
We all
You
the
have
big characters too.
You have like one with Shang-Chi and what's her face?
The new Hawkeye.
Yeah, and the new Hawkeye girl, Kate Bishop. And it's some Westerner that has nothing to do with anything. Like, it doesn't lead anywhere. It's like, and then you have one where
Riri Williams.
And then you have Riri Williams that again doesn't lead to anything, which could have led to something.
And she gets to fight Mysterio.
Yeah, she gets to Mysterio.
Which is the random. It was very random.
They have this one with what's his name?
Bucket.
Howard the Duck and
Darcy,
and they have a kid named Birdie. Like,
yes,
I just see the excitement.
Peak cinema.
Yeah, they had a lot, and then the worst thing is they at the very end of the season or the series, they show all these other like
Teasers of other things.
these are of other what ifs that could have done, or that just to show the endless possibilities. Now I'm like, all of those would have been a lot better than what you just showed us in this final season. You suck. You had Blade, who was Moon Knight. And I was like, oh, that would have been interesting. Nope, we don't get that. Like I think you had who was the one? There was another one that who wielded the 10 rings. I think it was the Star-Lord. There was someone else who was wielding the 10 rings.
She that became a Star-Lord or something. I don't remember.
There was one with Thanos was Wolverine, I think.
What?
Thanos was something. I can't remember what he was.
Interesting. Okay.
But again, all these like interesting, yet nothing happened. Like,
Yeah. I wish they were able to connect a little bit more.
and again, the first season was cool because they actually gave you a what if Ultron did win,
Yeah.
right? And that was a great one because it led to this multiversal
Problem.
and multiversal Avengers meetup to defeat him. But then after that, say season 2 and 3, just like, we're just gonna do this and that. So,
But hey,
it was
they gave
bad.
us X-Men.
Yeah.
yeah, I do hope that they going forward this particular year they will make good. I'm worried about the new Spider-Man and the animated series. It looks
It
interesting.
can't be bad yet because we haven't watched it yet. But
That's true. But like I said, I'm have some concerns.
we'll talk about it next year.
We'll see. But yeah, anything, Mr. Mister?
I haven't really watched a lot of shows this year, so I can't
okay,
really
Game
say I
of
watched
Thrones.
the bad. I guess if it's I
a
thought we were
show.
talking
Was
about
it
for
bad?
this year.
Oh, okay, last year.
Overall, I liked it, but the season 8 kind of shit the bed. But not as bad as people made it out to be. People were making it like this is like a 4 out of 10 type of thing. It was okay. It was like a 6. It was okay.
Okay.
So it wasn't
You
terrible.
clearly
It was just-
didn't like Emilia Clarke then.
Huh?
Because the reason they hated is because of what happened.
Yeah, I get that part. I wish they would have done something a little different, but I didn't hate it too much because I already kind of knew what was happening from there. So, but yeah, it was okay.
Also, what's his face who becomes king? They hated that.
Oh,
Mufasa?
Braun the Broken.
Braun the Broken. He's stupid. He should not have been king. But anyway, yeah, okay.
Any other bad stuff?
I'm trying to think.
Hawk Tua. Wasn't that this last year?
Oh, with her.
Is that
whole,
something you saw?
Cryptocurrency scam. That was
sure.
bad.
Although she did give me a funny meme when not the Hawk Tour. No, not the. No, she was. I don't know if she does a podcast or she was on a podcast or something, but I think she was talking to Bill Maher or something like that. She's talking about that Jay-Z song,
Oh, no.
Empire State of Mind.
No.
And she's like, you know that Jay-Z song, Concrete Jungle, Wet Dream Tomato? Like, I thought I was bad with lyrics, but I've never said that.
That was terrible.
I thought that was hilarious. But yeah, so I think those are like the worst things. Video game wise, I didn't play that many
That was bad?
that I played that were bad. No.
Oh, wait. The re-release of Star Wars.
Oh yeah, we did play that. Yeah, we forget.
We never got
I
to
forget
play
because it wouldn't let us. That's the thing. It wouldn't let us.
Has that been fixed yet?
No,
I don't know. I only tried that during that particular time. And that's
no,
about
it was not. It has not been fixed.
Man, that was a downer.
I know.
I wish
We
Oh,
were
it could
so
be good.
hyped, and then
That's about it.
oh well.
Yeah. I think that was my most disappointing thing about the entire year.
Mufasa was shit.
You watch Mufasa?
I didn't pay for it, but I watched it.
Tell us
I don't
about-
care.
Okay, tell us
the
about
two.
it.
The two I'm cool with pirating is Disney and Disney.
And Nintendo
Oh, okay.
apparently.
No, Nintendo. I just won't. pay
Okay,
for it.
tell me why was Mufasa bad? Because I didn't watch it.
They made him be the bad guy in the sense of like, basically, Mufasa is an orphan, so he gets adopted into Scar's family.
What's his real name? Taka?
I can't remember.
Taka?
Whatever.
Taka. Yeah, I can't remember.
Sure.
That was just like 2 weeks ago.
So
So,
just call it Mufasa so we know where you're talking
but
about.
basically, all the
Mufasa.
things that happened to Scar to make him be bad is because he was saving Mufasa from all these bad things that were happening. Like this pack of white tigers, lions. I was gonna say lions. And then I'm tired. It's late.
Ligers.
It's already 12, past 12. And just like all that kind of stuff is kind of putting a bad rep on Scar, and then pretty much at the end of the thing, they just don't trust Scar, and they kind of push him to the side. So that's just...
in a way, the movie justifies that Scar is actually a good guy. In a way.
Scar was a good guy who was protecting his brother. And then
Not his brother.
Yeah, but they call each other brothers. So, and then Mufasa was just kind of like, sorry, man.
Sorry, bro.
So
That's kind of it.
So the killing of
Killing Mufasa was warranted.
Was justified?
If you
warranted?
wanted to make that canon, then yes. But I don't like watching live action. A lot of them. I only watched Beauty and the Beast and this live action. I haven't watched anything else. And I was like, this.
They
is
make
what
it more
went-
justified,
this is
the
what
way they're killing them.
Because the thing is, they're trying to like, and this has been for everywhere, not just Disney, but other companies. They try to make you feel bad for the villain to make you see like, why were they a villain? Oh, because of this. Oh, okay, I can. They're trying to justify them being villains. Anybody from anime to manga to Disney to not.
Sometimes that works though.
That works.
Yeah, but it's just too much now. So
I like my freezes.
I just would have liked Scar just being a bad guy, being a bad guy. That's it.
Hello, monkeys.
I would have liked if Scar was just a bad guy from that. That's it. But I just
So this is basically saying he was justified, or could have been his. There could be justification for why he kills him, why he kills Mufasa, and then also does it explain like
That'd be
why.
actually kind of cool if they actually provide a good story, though. No, I think it depends on how the story is being told.
I think it rewrites it because it makes Mufasa and Simba look worse because you see Scar, right? He doesn't live with the other lions, like he lives like out, like not in the outskirts, but he lives like not near them. And Mufasa, I mean, in the movie, Mufasa's in the original anime movie, Mufasa's not very kind to Scar. Like he expects Scar to like be responsible, like come to my son's, I forget what they call it, coronation, something like that, and he doesn't.
Or ceremony.
And he was like, "Don't turn your back on me, Scar." Like he does have animosity towards Scar. And with the movie, it doesn't make sense then. Again, according to what Mr. Mr. is saying, like, it doesn't make sense why Mufasa would have all this animosity because it was him who was getting what's his name, Scar, in trouble. So why would he have animosity towards Scar? Like, it makes the original movie, make less sense if that's what's happening. Again, I haven't watched it.
Like I said, if they were to provide a good, like, compelling story of how this all came out, yes, I will believe it. But it seems like the way that it represented, it was not.
It was not done well.
Yeah. Because they had potential. It had potential. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Well, we're gonna stop here. We are gonna talk about good movies next time. Good stuff. Then the next episode.
Good stuff.
Because I did want to talk about Transformers 1. I did finally see all of it before the end of the year.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's pretty good.
Okay, I'll let you watch it.
We watch it
I want
together.
to watch it. Yeah.
Because that is on the top of my list of like.
Really? Dang. Okay.
That's not without my gripes with the movie.
Of
but
course, you all have
I
good
already
gripes.
know I'm gonna have gripes with it. So
you're gonna have gripes. Like there's some parts that you look
I'm
just
already
like.
mad. No, I'm just kidding.
No, there
I
are
watched
some.
another movie now. I think about it.
It's bad.
Yes.
Go for
and
it.
Diego will be happy. I watched Garfield the animated movie with Chris Pratt.
Was it great?
It was.
Bad.
That's what I'm saying.
Did it sound like Mario?
Diego will actually be happy.
I like lasagna. Let's go.
It's weird because basically in that movie, he's trying to make amends with his father, who actually he encounters again after so many years, and it's trying. Yeah, it's a silly movie, but it's just I like Garfield. I grew up with Garfield. Yeah, Chris Pratt did not. I could definitely say I could side with Diego in this because I know he hates Chris Pratt. This is worst actor that he could apparently.
He's
Keanu Reeves?
He's his Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves, even though he needs a job in order to make movies. I mean, that's what he does.
Doesn't mean he's good at it.
But still, yeah, I think the movie was not the greatest, and I think it was, I think kids will enjoy it, but as an adult that used to like Garfield,
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well, Mr. is clocking out, so we're gonna have to end now because we know when we go too long because he's just like
more racist things.
he's like
Go
this
awake.
and he's like that right now. Let's look at him. All right, well, guys, thanks so much for watching. Remember, you can watch all of our YouTube podcast episodes on YouTube.
Our YouTube podcast on YouTube.
But you can listen to them if you don't want to watch them, but just listen to them. And you don't have YouTube Premium, you can just go to Podomatic. You can go to Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. We're on all of them. They just will be delayed 2 weeks. On this Sunday, if we still survive, Sunday and Thursdays are when we stream Pokemon Radical Red, doing a Nuzlocke. I think we'll be doing other streams with other games. We'll look into that.
We finally watched Madam Web.
I'm watching Madam Web. Yeah, we'll give you our detail on that.
Honest review.
And remember, you can follow us on all our social media podcasts. No more TikTok, sorry. But you can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
Do we have a TikTok?
At Chimino Podcast, capital C, capital N, capital P. Thanks for watching, guys. We will see you next time. This is David the Smash Fan.
Mr.
Jumper in.
And Sharking.
And it's Chimino Podcast. We out.